What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 60 Civ Civilization 5 AI only world battle. Very exciting, plenty of wars going on. It's still very much up for grabs, especially if you guys are going to vote on the winner. So anything could still happen, realistically. Anyone could win. Maybe there's a few civs that we can exclude from that, but you know, bar the Aztecs, you know, maybe there's hope for everyone. Probably not for Brazil anymore, or the Corral. Who else is probably out of it? I mean, the Songhai and Benin, unless, you know, maybe they could form the dream team, fight off Mercuria. Oh, it looks like Mali's about to kill them. Terrible example. Nope, they're not doing great. Sweden's only got two cities left, although they're fairly good ones. Don't know if they'll hold on to them. Egypt, Greece, not much left in them. The Ottomans, not much life left in them either. If anyone ever was to take them out, no one's ever seen bothered. They just like to spam citadels around them. Fun if Russia just came and put a few on the other side, you know, really close the borders up. Siam, I mean, they've sort of kept up because their city is huge and it's, I think, the third biggest in the world, but apart from that, it's all they've got. I mean, they're just lucky it's not coastal, or they probably would have died a long time ago. Sweden's gone freedom. Probably about to lose that freedom to the UK very soon. Ethiopia's gone into the modern era. I mean, yeah, I was probably over-exaggerating when I said everyone can win, but, you know, we've got to keep it interesting. Everyone probably can't win, but maybe maybe 5 or 6 could still win the overall game. I don't know, depends what goes down. The next 60 turns before the vote, we will go on. I'll try to go on to 400 afterwards, assuming it doesn't crash. Just afterwards, but I won't be able to show it in videos because it gets really slow. Zulu versus Ottomans. Okay, well, maybe I've jinxed it for the Ottomans. Maybe now someone's going to come try to take them out. I'd feel bad if that was the case. They do have a settler out. I don't know if they have the open borders for it to escape, or if there's any land left for it to go to. There's a tiny little patch up there in the north here. There's a little bit over here as well, but that's all mountains. And apart from that, the only land on the entire map, as far as I can see, is a tiny gap in the middle of Australia's borders. There's one tile. If they can get in there somehow before it gets swallowed up, then maybe. If not, they might be looking for that order island. I don't know if there is that many tiles. It doesn't look like there's many. Southern Japan, maybe? I don't know. Just try and find somewhere. Probably not going to work, though. Rhodesia were starting to make progress last turn against Burundi. So we'll see if they do more this turn. Obviously their turn takes forever for some reason, so we'll see how that pans out. 10 years later. Oh, it's finished. See, you just got to mock them and they'll get going. Okay, so it's very close. It's in the red. I'm guessing it'll probably fall in a turn or two. I don't know how they're doing so much damage. That can't be just this artillery. But yeah, I'm sure. Unless Burundi puts up a really great defense, then yeah, that's gonna fall, and then maybe we'll see the other one fall. I don't really know. It's in a difficult spot as well. Probably more difficult to get to than this one somehow, if that's even possible. With the mountains, I mean, at least you can throw a lot of units in the lakes. It's pretty wasteful, but you can do it. You can't really do that with mountains, obviously. It's quite painful. Yeah, Mali looks like... Oh no, they're going through the Songhai now. Never mind. Maybe not just invading them. It's kind of them. Leave them be for a little while. Arabia's turn. Aztecs. Oh, Arabia have been a bit of a letdown. They were doing really well. They have planes now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that might help them actually to do something. I don't know where they're going with this stuff. Don't know where that's off to. But they look like they were going to just kick on from here, but it's just so difficult. There's no one they can really go after. The Huns are probably still too strong to their north. I mean, maybe now that's more realistic. Some more planes. The Huns, I mean, Mercuria is going to be more realistic, I guess, with planes, especially this northern city. Could try and get into that one. Ethiopia is still so tough. It's not really anywhere to get to. You could take this, but they're just going to keep taking it back with their land units. And obviously India is really strong as well, and it looks like they're friends, so that's probably not going to happen regardless. Those two pretty much seem like they're a team, doing everything together, so that at least gives them some sort of edge. Twice as strong, I guess. Don't know who is... Arabia has more smaller cities. Obviously India has 3 huge ones, all bigger than all of Arabia's, but... And then another little one there. See? Mongolia, looks like they're still trying. Ethiopia's gone autocracy. Still killing a few units, but yeah, they got a city. Can't really complain. I don't really know what they go for next. I assume it's got to be just trying a huge war with the Jar, but even they're quite strong, so it probably won't happen. We might see them like go after the Khazar at some point. That would make sense, especially now you have planes. They can't really do much to stop that. Yep, war bombers. Those would do a lot of damage to these units. Attila's obviously, I think he did peace out with Russia, so that is over. And Poland is sort of in a rebuild period after their journeys into Europe. They're actually trading with Greece now, so that is all over. Mali with a few planes in Naples just to scare some of the Europeans. Britain with more planes pushing into Denmark. Their boats pushing deeper and deeper towards Stockholm. There's only really 2 Swedish boats left. Privateer and an Ironclad. Once they're gone, these boats will be pretty much free just to attack Stockholm, with the help of planes obviously. And then we might see Berlin as well. I mean, it could all fall. And then the UK would be looking very strong again. Obviously very spread out, which is a bit of a concern. They have so many more boats. I mean, they could be, they have 5 planes here too. Didn't even see those. Japan versus Korea. I mean, that's probably not going to lead to too much. I don't know if Japan can actually get their boats. Okay, they can sort of squeeze them through, but they don't have that many. A lot of them are still down here in the Hawaiian Islands. Inca v Indonesia's going down. Didn't even know that was going on. And who's the other? Mongolia. I mean, they have planes which may help kill a few Korean units, but again, it's probably not enough. If the Jar were to join in now, who knows? Maybe it would eventually collapse, and this would be the best time to do it, I guess, for them, although they are still attacking Indonesia with a lot of frigates. These planes are going to have to put off quite a bit of work to defend it, and there we go. Burundi's capital has fallen. Rhodesia, grab another city. They keep growing. They're still doing well. I don't know where exactly I'd put them right now, so I don't want to just say it, because then we have to do the whole listing thing again. I'd probably say they need to do a bit more. They want to be in the top 10. I don't know. They're probably not quite there yet. They're not quite as good as technology-wise. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if they eliminate Burundi, maybe clean up the Zulu as well, take them out, and then all of a sudden, and then maybe, finish off against the Congo or something, that'd be a good game all round for them, I think. That could be considered successful at that point. Britain just entered the atomic era. I doubt they're first. I think, Mali's already got the Manhattan Project, so they can't be first, but yeah, there we go. Then like 7 planes. Mali has an atomic bomb. Okay. No one else has even got the Manhattan Project yet. So even the Iroquois have not completed it. So whether they don't want them or whatever, they're actually still at war, these two. They're just sort of some little battles in the Caribbean. And there you go. The Iroquois has now completed it. There's probably still a few techs to go till he can actually build them, of course, because they are separate. Arabia pieced out of Korea. So that's a little bit less boat fighting going on out this way. India's got so much here. I completely forgot about this. It's pretty crazy that they managed to get all of this as well. Good little chain. I mean, why Indonesia didn't take all this stuff before, and they could have had all of it because Samoa didn't get here till really late. I don't know. Because yeah, if Indonesia had these 4 islands as well, and obviously a lot longer, could have got them a lot longer time ago, they would have been so strong. But yeah, maybe I should play as Indonesia since I have all these bright ideas for them. We'll throw it out there. We won't guarantee it, but it's out there. That would be quite fun. I'd be down to give it a go. I'd be down to give Japan a go as well. I just played them, or I'm currently playing as them in EU4. Quite interesting experience. But I like to play them across different games, see how it goes. I've done like the UK in just about every feasible game. I've done it in Civ 6. I don't think I did it in Civ 5. I did it in Earth 2014 mod, so that counts, I guess. But yeah, I've done them in EU4, Civ 6, Civ 5, all of them. Not Hearts of Iron, that's too difficult. I don't know how the boats work. It's too complicated. Just avoid those altogether. Make my life easier. Just play as an inland nation with like no coasts. That's my kind of... I can just about get the planes to work, I highlight them, click where I want them to go, and they're pretty easy. Boats, no idea. Too difficult. I mean, I sort of get them. I get the army boats. I don't know how to move my troops on boats and stuff. Although I found a way to sort of cheat and get it to do it automatically. So that wins. But that's beside the point. There isn't many sieges going on right now, so sorry. Sort of following on. There's a lot of battles, but just not many sieges. I think the Shoshone are still doing fine. South America, there's no sieging going on. What's going on up here? Britain? No, not that much going on really. Pretty chill. Russia's, I think this is just recovering. I don't think that's being attacked. Not much has happened to Korea just yet, so yeah, not really many sieges at the moment. See if we can play around with some of the men. Are the demographics still mostly Iroquois dominate? I imagine they are. Probably leading the way in a lot of categories. We'll find out when it loads. If and when it loads. Hopefully soon. There we go. Okay, yeah, so they're still leading. Crop yield. So most food, most production, most gold, most land, most soldiers. But Mali leads the way for literacy. And the UK leading population, surprisingly. That's a bit of a surprise. I mean, I guess London's at 28. 17, 16, 17, 15, 14, 19. Okay, mate, fair enough, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they would be bigger. I feel like the Iroquois would have more, but they're not really. Yeah, there's definitely more in there. Obviously, the numbers represent different amounts, so it's hard to tell. I think the difference between like 1 and 2 is much bigger than the difference between 17 and 18, I think. So it's kind of hard to tell. But I imagine there's bigger ones. If you just added up all the numbers, I feel like there'd be bigger ones. There's just little damage signs going off everywhere, but there's no real action to get stuck into. There's just no sieges. There's this one, which has pretty much been repelled by Indonesia. There's Japan and Mongolia v Korea, but not much probably going to come from that, I would imagine, unless Japan really goes for it with all these boats. And obviously they're probably kind of nervous that the Chinook would take them out, and obviously that is a pretty valid concern. I'd be pretty worried about that too, if I was them. The Inca, don't know who, maybe they just took that island. I don't know why it's still healing. Don't know if someone attacked it. Indonesia, just about holding on to all their islands. It's looking a bit scary, but they're holding on. New Zealand not doing too much at the moment. No new settlers. Fallen behind a bit on technology. Wellington's a pretty big city though, so we'll give them that. Oh, how should we do that comparison again of exact population here? So 39, 43 for New Zealand. Australia is now at, okay, so 20, 40, 60, minus 56, 55 for Australia. So still a little bit more. But it's not like it's miles apart. Obviously Australia just has a lot more land tiles, which probably means more production, more units. But you never know, New Zealand might have more boats. They're just spread out. You can't obviously do it by eye and see the whole map and just know. The UK is going after Stockholm, which means they'll either not be going after Berlin, or I mean, I thought they might put Stockholm really low and then peace out for Berlin. I guess that's also a good possibility. We'll see. The planes aren't really getting too close. If they get a bit closer, or now next turn, you'd imagine you'll see quite a bit of damage come through. There's some first-rate boats here as well. They're pretty strong. You see some damage. What's the Sioux up to? They're literally doing nothing. They have loads of planes now. I don't know why they don't go after the Shoshone or the Aztecs, or both at the same time. It's not like they couldn't achieve that. And then, move on to the Mayans. Give yourself a chance in this game. Because the Iroquois have been nice to you. I don't know how long they will continue. To be fair, the Iroquois have been pretty peaceful. And I'm guessing them and Mali are not ever gonna, they're not gonna peace out for a while. They don't really care. They, like, a unit gets destroyed, they rebuild it in a turn, that kind of thing. They're just throwing stuff at each other for now. Just testing each other, see what's capable. See the Iroquois, could you imagine if just like the Sioux, Chinook, both decided to just attack the Iroquois, maybe the UK got in as well. All of a sudden, things could get pretty scary. I mean, they probably could fight all of them at once, like defensively. I feel like you can defend with a lot less units if you play it right, like all these land units can make it very difficult to get in. But yeah, that would be quite interesting. Obviously, it's very unlikely to happen. We can get our hopes up. Also, want to see how Mercuria finished the game. They've got a lot stronger since they took a few cities off Egypt. We'll see how they finish this one off now that they border Mali. What will they do anything else? Will they? I don't know what the obvious move is. I guess probably the Songhai as well. Try to take them out. I mean, if you could build boats, which they can't at the moment, you could think about Greece and Egypt. So again, probably not going to happen. 2 nukes now. See, from Mali. Don't know. Have they probably not got one yet? It's only been a couple of turns. You never know with the AI. There's a way to cheat in there. And Britain pieced out with Sweden for nothing. So there you go. I was wrong. Never mind. They've obviously got enough. 2 cities, not bad. They've pretty much, that's it for Sweden. There's not really anything. Sweden can't attack anyone now. They're pretty much trapped in the corner. Between Poland, a little bit of Russia and Britain. They're not going to be able to beat any of those 3. Maybe Poland might actually go after Sweden again in a minute. Wouldn't surprise me. Quickly grab Berlin. That makes sense. But yeah, that's any hope for Sweden gone. I mean, it's not. They were still boxed in before, but it looks a lot worse now. They don't have any control of the sea. It's going to be pretty rough for them in the future. So we'll see how it all goes for them. Russia with plenty of planes. Mongolia did peace out. This unit is just stuck here. Okay, I was a bit confused. They did peace out before. Because they took the city in a peace deal. They didn't actually conquer it. I remember now. I mean, Attila's still here. He might still sneak into the top 10. I know he's not doing that badly. But obviously losing 3 cities, 13, 18, 11 population. Obviously were bigger before. That's going to suck. I mean, I don't know how he wasn't doing better. I don't know how Russia managed to win. There's like no way. I guess there's no way Russia should have been in a better spot. But never mind, they were. With the help of Mongolia, they had a good time. Is the rest of Burundi going? Not yet. Yeah, this is ridiculous. There's no way anyone gets that. I've had suggestions to leave the mountains off. It's something I've done before, and I will consider it. I don't think I've ever done it on a world map, just because it's so big. And normally, I think I remove the mountain chain. So I'll remove like the Andes. I'll remove these ones up here. Is it the Rockies? I don't know what the whole chain is called, but remove those. And then just maybe some smaller. I'll remove like the Alps. And then I guess I could remove some around this region. Give Burundi a more interesting game in the future. Maybe some around the Middle East and like these ones. And obviously the Himalayas. But yeah, I wouldn't make it 100% like confirm there'd be no mountains, but I would remove the huge blocks of them if we were going to do that again. We're probably not going to go into a series where that is what we do next. I don't even know what the next one is. I haven't planned it. I might have an idea written down, but I haven't gone super into it. But there we go. Britain and Poland versus Spain. It's a pretty interesting one. I mean, that was very brave. The UK. There's a lot of Spanish units. I mean, the UK obviously has an advantage, but a bit risky. Spain's really rebuilt. They're obviously very scared. I mean, they do border the 4 most powerful civs in the world, probably. Potentially. I don't know. But definitely the 3 most powerful. So, you can understand why they're a bit nervous. But that'll be it for this episode. Going to cut it a little bit short, just because if I do another turn, it's another 5 minutes or 4 minutes. So, I'll cut this one short. It's kind of nice doing 5 per episode. We're only 55 away from the end, so whether that's about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks if we keep up at this pace. If it slows down a lot, I'll speed up the final bit. But I don't mind that. 2.5 weeks doesn't sound too bad. I'm going to be trying to up in the uploads next week as well, so that should speed it up a bit. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.